Brazen.
On February 24th, 5 in the morning, my mother woke me up. Wake up, the war began. She said that I should get dressed quickly. When I got up, I heard explosions. I saw the sky burning all around, the longest and most terrible days and nights of my life. Hello, my name is Ina. I'm 11 years old. I was 10 years old when Russia invaded Ukraine.
It's been 1 year since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The war has displaced over 14 million Ukrainians, killed more than 8,000 civilians, and injured at least 13,000. According to the Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, at least 487 of those killed were children. The war has completely upended the lives of all Ukrainians, but it's had a particularly significant impact on kids. They've lost parents and other relatives to the fighting. They're worried about family members at the front and about shelling and airstrikes hitting their cities. Thousands of Ukrainian kids have been ripped from their homes and forcibly relocated to Russia. They've been adopted by Russian families against their will and told to forget where they came from. I'm Susie Armitage, and I'm a senior producer for Brazen Presents. I worked on our podcast series Resistance, Stories from Ukraine, which documented how Ukrainians are fighting back against the Russian invasion. We wanted to hear what the past year has been like for kids in Ukraine. So we asked a few students who are learning English to walk us through a typical day in their lives. Here are some of the audio and video diaries they shared.
Hi, I'm Tonya, and today I'm gonna show you my typical day in Ukraine. It's my first school day after my 6-week vacation.
Antonina is in the 9th grade and goes to school in the greater Kyiv region. She's got short, dark hair and is wearing a green sweater, dotted with pink and white diamonds. She holds up a black backpack, printed with flowers.
So it's time to get my school bag again, and in this school year, during a wartime, we also have to wear such badges.
They're name tags, to help the teachers keep track of the kids in an emergency.
Wear my name, my class, school, and my parents' phone numbers are written. Me and my classmates sometimes try to joke about that. We just try to we try to joke, and we can joke about a lot of things. Like, we can joke about nuclear threat or something else. Yeah, so that's about it.
The lesson is interrupted by an air raid alert. Antonina and her classmates file out of the room, past a bunch of potted plants and a green chalkboard. She exhales. Maybe it's an exercise to help herself stay calm. Or perhaps it's a universal teenage expression of annoyance. Like, this again? Really? The kids head downstairs to take shelter. Some of the kids are milling around. A few of them are playing chess. Antonina looks straight into the camera, rubbing the spot right above her eyebrow. Finally, they get the all clear and shuffle back upstairs. After school, Antonina has homework, but blackouts often get in the way.
The electricity is turned off. I hope it's not for a long time because I want to read. And by the way, I found out that my phone has a great flashlight. And that's how I do my English homework, without a light.
Antonina is back at school, but a lot of Ukrainian kids are still learning online.
Hello, my name is Vlada. It's Monday, 7:30 in the morning. I just wake up and I'm checking the school Telegram channel to find out what time our lessons will start.
Vlada is 15. She's in the 10th grade and lives in a small town in Odessa region. She's wearing a fuzzy pink robe and has brown hair and round glasses.
Now we are supposed to have lesson, but the air raid alarm started, so we are waiting for it to stop.
After classes are done, the kids often do volunteer work to support the Ukrainian army, like making camouflage nets or putting together care packages for soldiers.
I'm now on my way to the school to deliver the sweets that will be sent to our army for Valentine's Day.
According to Save the Children, only 1 in 3 schools were able to open in person at the start of this academic year. Ukraine's Ministry of Education says more than 2,600 schools have been damaged, and more than 400 have been totally destroyed since the full-scale invasion began. Many of the schools that could open are now overcrowded, with students going in shifts. Other schools are intact, but can't hold classes in person because they don't have bomb shelters. Parents and teachers have done their best to keep kids safe and restore a sense of normalcy. In Kyiv, one determined teacher went viral on social media for leading an online lesson outdoors in the middle of winter. The power went out in her building, so she went outside to connect to the public Wi-Fi. She balanced her laptop on a post and squatted down in front of it to teach her students. Simple acts like these are part of a long history of Ukrainian resistance. Ivan is 15 and goes to school in Odessa region, in the same town as Vlada. He's a musician. He recorded one of his practice sessions at home. If you've spent any time in Ukraine, you'll probably recognize this song he's playing. It's a patriotic tune called Oi u luzy chervona kalina, which translates to Oh, the red viburnum in the meadow. Viburnum, or kalina in Ukrainian, is a plant with bright red berries that's a national symbol of Ukraine. Ivan says he chose this song because it's an anthem of the Sich Riflemen. That's a Ukrainian regiment that fought against the Bolsheviks to defend the country's independence. Here's one of the verses, sung by Ukrainian rock star Andriy Livnyuk.
Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася, чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася, а ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну
It was recorded while he was on duty, serving in Ukraine's territorial defense forces. The clip went viral on social media. The words translate something like this. Oh, in the meadow, a red kalina has bent down low. For some reason, our glorious Ukraine is in sorrow. And we'll take that red kalina and we will raise it up. And hey, hey, we shall cheer up our glorious Ukraine. There's a matter-of-fact tone to the videos these kids sent us. They're sharing their day-to-day reality, sometimes with a wry sense of humor, like Antonina and her friends, who joke about the possibility of nuclear war. But there's a lot of loss behind this new normal, if you can call it that.
My name is Alina, and I'm 12 years old. I dance. And I have been dancing for 5.5 years.
Alina had to flee her village early in the war. She still remembers the exact time her mom told her to start packing, 1:02 p.m. They're back home now. But by this point, Alina is used to wartime life. She can tell the difference between the sounds of anti-aircraft fire, rockets, and drones. She's already started to forget what things were like before. It's not childhood, but she's still a kid.
I usually get up at 7 o'clock. Then I either do homework or have online classes. I have lunch at 1 p.m. and at 4 p.m. I go dancing. This my day. I dream about the end of the war, and I believe that Ukraine will win.
That's all for this episode. The video and audio diaries in today's program came to us via Teach for Ukraine, an organization that recruits, trains, and places teachers in rural schools across the country. You can learn more about their work at teachforukraine.org. This episode was written by me, Susie Armitage, and edited by Claire Urban. Special thanks to Christina Novostavska and all the students who sent us recordings and their teachers. To learn more about how Ukrainians are living through the war, check out our 8-part series Resistance, Stories from Ukraine, wherever you get your podcasts. It captures some harrowing stories from the first months of Russia's full-scale invasion, but also some of the many ways that Ukrainians are fighting back. Here's a short snippet from episode 5, Arts, Crafts, and War.
In a matter of weeks, Lilia has transformed her home sewing studio into a wartime production shop. Lilia shows me the pieces that go into the vests, like small fabric triangles and metal clasps. Those will be sewn into pockets for carrying grenades. I asked Lilia if she'd ever imagined that she'd one day be using her skills to churn out military kit. She tells me never. At least until 8 years ago, when fighting first broke out with pro-Russian separatists in the east.
But
after that, she says, she realized that Ukrainian women can do anything.
We've also got some new reporting from Ukraine coming soon. Laurel Chor, the host of Resistance, went back to visit some of the people she interviewed last year and see how they're doing now. Make sure you're subscribed to Brazen Presents to get the latest. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for listening.